Thanks to those joining me live, and to those that be joining me on the archive, and being joined by the one and the only Christine Lopez. How's it going, Christine?
It's going good. It's going good. I'm in the Christmas spirit. Got my Christmas tree up, in the background, my boxing tree. So I'm ready.
Hey, I got to give you credit. You're actually waiting until December after Thanksgiving to get the Christmas tree out. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
a lot of
don't
credit
give
for
me too
that.
much credit. Don't give me too much credit because we decorated downstairs before Thanksgiving. And I keep this tree up all year round because it's a
Who
boxing
is
tree.
that dude talking? That guy sounds smart in the background.
Some annoying guy. I got rid
You know
of
what I
him
mean? I
though.
was like, damn, that dude's on point. You know what I mean? But
Nah, don't worry about it. I got rid of him. Yeah.
all right. Well,
Who
we
bothers?
still gonna give you credit anyway because it wasn't in our faces anyway before.
No, yeah, definitely not your face. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
true.
So you're getting ready for Christmas, huh? Christmas spirit, all that good stuff.
Absolutely. I love Christmas.
Cause me, I'm like bah humbug. I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
I'm just like bah. I'm like Uncle Scrooge, Uncle D
Really?
style. You know what I
So
mean?
are
Like
you
what?
like that for Thanksgiving too? Because
Yeah.
it's family and people have their different reasons for celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas, but
Well, at least Thanksgiving, at least there's turkey and like the food's good and all that. But Christmas is just it's the most painful time of
no.
the year.
Oh my gosh,
But you
no.
know what it is? Everyone's acting all like super fake and like, oh, look, it's Christmas. Let's be nice to each other, blah, blah, blah. But like people aren't nice to each other. They're rude at the stores. Everything's crowded. Everyone's just being rude and everybody's in a bad mood. Like there's
Ooh,
bad
God, where's
drivers
your
everywhere.
job?
It's cold. You
Oh
know what I mean? I
wow.
could see my breath when I walk outside. It's not the best time of year. That's all I'm saying. Um, but that's all I gotta say.
Are we live?
We're 100% live.
Okay, just making sure. Just
All
making
right.
sure. Okay.
Bah humbug.
Well,
Yeah.
no, because I'm gonna be the same all year round. If I'm nice to you, I'm nice to you. If I'm mean to you, I'm mean to you. Which I'm not mean to people unless they're mean to me. I just
You see,
feed
you're
off
ready to
people's
be
energy.
mean.
I feed off people's energy. You're rude to me, I'm rude to you. You're nice to me, I'm nice to you. But I'm usually nice first. So there's
Okay.
no reason to be mean.
Are we live? Of course we're live. You know what I mean?
I'm just making
Yeah.
sure.
You think I'm gonna be anti-Christmas? It's just like all of a sudden we're not live or something?
Yeah, I thought you really wouldn't want people to know that you're anti-Christmas.
I'm not anti-Christmas. I'm anti-people during Christmas.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
Okay, I got you. So
See,
you
I,
don't
I
like
love.
the
You know what I do
ho
love?
ho ho and the being jolly.
There's a bunch of ho-hos out here. That's true. You know what I mean? They're
Hey,
all
they
over
trying to get
Twitter.
some gifts. Get,
I
get,
mean,
get them
but
some gifts, D-Star. It's okay.
I'll say this though. I'll say this. I do like Christmas music. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
don't tell me you like Mariah Carey.
She's all right. It's just
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just like the songs, just the
Okay.
old classics. You
So
know
you
what I
like
mean?
All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
That one's okay.
Okay.
What's
All
your
right.
favorite Christmas song,
I
Christine?
like Silent Night. It gets me very.
Silent night. Like,
Yeah, but I don't know about that rendition.
with that said, my favorite song is White Christmas. I think I like that song. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Because I am
Wh-
dreaming of a white Christmas. We never get snow
What
here, so
what about Tootsie Roll?
Tootsie Roll. To
Instead
the
of
roll, to
Sugar
the roll.
Roll, maybe Tootsie Roll.
No, I don't know about that. That's not a Christmas song.
I'm going with the theme of the show, okay? The shoulder roll, the Tootsie Roll.
Well, I mean, we'll get to that. With that said, let's talk about it, Christine. Ryan Garcia.
Mm,
I mean, look, he got the win.
he did.
He proved what we kind of already know, right? He's got power. Like Ryan
He
Garcia
does.
can punch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has some serious power. He could finish a fight at any point, especially with a guy at that level.
Mhm.
So credit where credit's due. He had the power to end the fight, but he should thank baby Jesus that he's got that power. Because if he didn't have that power, it might have been a very long night for him.
In the
Okay,
spirit of Christmas, yes, thanks to baby Jesus for the win.
like
Absolutely.
100%. There's no doubt about that. So
And yeah, there's so many layers to this fight and so many questions that I have and so many comments that I have. Um I want to address H Money really quick. He said Ryan fought a bum. That was going to be one of my questions. Who is, pronounce it, Durate?
Oscar Duarte.
Duarte. Who is
Oscar.
Duarte?
Oscar
Who is
Duarte.
Oscar Duarte? Who is he?
Oscar Duarte
¿Quién es?
es, 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 es un peleador de México.
Okay, okay. And I looked and see to see who he's fought. I recognized one guy because I worked his corner before, Alex Martin. So
Okay.
that's the only guy. So who is Alex Duarte really? And where did we dig him up from? And no disrespect.
Let's be honest, right? Oscar
Yeah, let's
Duarte
be
was
honest.
he was supposed to be a guy that went in there to give Ryan some work, but at the same time a confidence booster coming off the
Absolutely.
loss to Tank Davis. That's what he was there for.
Absolutely.
He's a guy that was signed by Roberto Diaz, the former matchmaker of Golden Boy, um, as a guy to be tough and gritty and give a tough fight to somebody. But he
Mhm.
was not in there to give Ryan any serious threat. Which brings me to this: why is Ryan running around saying things like "Golden Boy was hoping I lost," and they just want me to lose, and if they wanted you to lose, they wouldn't have put you in the ring with Oscar Duarte.
Absolutely. Is it a plan for a bigger picture? Is it just something for the media? Is it something to get our attention? There's trouble in paradise. It could be one of many things. What are your thoughts?
I just think it was a train wreck, the whole thing. I don't think any of it's an act. I feel like Ryan is just an immature kid still, is how I feel about it. I'm not here to say that Golden Boy is perfect and they do everything perfect, but he's being a child. Like, what are Oscar and Bernard or anybody in Golden Boy supposed to do when they talk about this fight? Are they supposed to only talk you up and talk down on Duarte, or are they supposed to try to sell the fight to people?
You're
Right?
right. You're
They're
absolutely right.
supposed to say it's going to be a tough opponent. They're supposed to say things like, I'm not sure where Ryan's head is at. We're going to see to get people to watch the fight. They're not supposed to, like, yes, the promoters in your team, but they're also in Duarte's team.
Absolutely.
The same
Absolutely.
promoter.
No, I get it. I get it. I mean, but it's no secret. There's been like a little grumbling behind the scenes. Yeah, if they wanted him to lose, they would have matched him differently. Would they? Again, here's another layer to it. They'd have to pay
Mm,
somebody with a name to fight him as well. So there's
sure.
that point. So I think that they got the best guy that they possibly could. And okay, let's play business minded people. And
Right.
if Duarte would have happened to beat him, well, then they would have just picked his ass up and signed him, and there we go. So it was I don't know if they believe that Ryan was going to stop him because he has had his issues. He's with a new trainer. Is he going to listen because he's never listened in the past to any trainer? So I think as much as they wanted him to win, they didn't mind if he'd lose either.
Well, obviously, look, Duarte is their fighter too, so they put themselves in a win-win. But there's no
Okay.
doubt in my like,
I
look,
didn't realize that. Okay.
yeah, look, there's no
Win
doubt in
lose.
my mind at all, doubt in my mind that they were hoping Ryan won. Like, that's
Yeah.
their money guy at the moment. They
Oh
don't have
yeah.
Canelo
Yep.
anymore. They
Yep.
don't have, like, who do they got? Him and Munguia. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, that's all they got. True
Yep.
Media Boxing Radio. Shout out to the coach. Peace in the ring. Christine D style. Nice Christmas tree, he says. I mean, the tree's all right. I mean, I don't
It's
know how to judge the
beautiful.
tree.
It's a boxing tree. Thank you so much. Filled with a bunch of boxing ornaments. I appreciate that.
You know what? I take it back. It's a phenomenal tree. You know what I mean?
Phenomenal.
Beautiful tree. Unbelievable tree. That's the pound for pound Jack. H Money, how's it going, man? We got Chauncey Pearl says, hi, y'all. I'm pound for pound Jack once again in the building. All right.
Love
H
it.
Money
Thank you.
says, Estelle and Christine, what do y'all think of Arnold Barboza signing with Golden Boy? And he called out Ryan. I like that fight.
Mm.
And you know
Now we get
what?
interesting.
I'm telling you right now, I probably favor Barboza in the fight.
Yes, I would too. Which would lead to my next question for you is why? Like, did you see any improvement in Ryan this fight?
No, Ryan Garcia. Actually, let's talk about the fight.
Let's talk about it. Let's break it down.
First of all, Christine, you as a boxing coach, I
Hmm.
want you to break down to us from your vantage point, from your eyes,
Okay.
right? What you saw, what Ryan Garcia did.
Okay. For sure.
He
You know,
did. He did this shit.
yeah, well, even before we get to that, and that was like the one of the kickers. So I had seen, I don't know what that's called.
I don't know
That's
what
not
it's called
a
either,
shoulder
but
roll. That's
maybe
like
it's
the
like a move of moves that we never see. He just revolutionized boxing, as you know it, Christine.
no, that's like don't hit my face. I'd rather you hit my back. That was not a shoulder roll. That was not a Philly shell.
That
That was
was the
embarrassing.
RyRoll.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. That was just something that we don't need to be doing in boxing
I don't know. Are
because
you
somebody
hating,
will get
Christine? Or
hurt.
hitting on that move, the move of moves?
No, look. So
You
I
know,
heard a
baby
lot of
Jesus is
people.
the King of Kings. This was a move of moves.
No, yeah, that was something new. That's for sure. We will say that he is the originator, absolutely, to that move. So he can claim that and he can win that title. He is the king of that move, whatever y'all want to call it. I saw a lot of talk on Twitter and other places where people were saying that they saw improvement in his defense. Well, I tend to disagree. His lead hand was low, as always. Um, and I didn't see that. The only former defense, which is so funny because it's illegal, was him measuring his jab. He just kept that jab in.
But he always
Uh,
does that.
but that's not something that you can do, and the ref should call it. Like you do not do that. If I would have been Oscar, I would have hooked threw a hook right in between there and knocked that shit down. And that's what I would have told him because you can't do that. And the ref wasn't calling it. I mean, the ref was calling everything on Oscar and nothing on Ryan. Not even when he turned his back completely around. You know,
I
his
think
feet.
there's just a little bit, Christine. I just think there's a little bit of hate in here going on.
No
With
hate,
that
no
move.
hate, no hate. There's no
Listen,
hate. I'm calling it like I see it. I don't. I wanted him to win. I'm cheering for him. Like I sympathize with everything that he's been through, with the mental illness and the breakdowns and everything, and people making
look at
fun of
this
him.
move, Christine. Look at that move.
No, oh my gosh.
What do you mean?
What is?
Look.
Okay, what is that?
That's the move of moves.
Oh Lord, see, it's worse than I thought. That's
Look at
like an
this.
ostrich
Look at
putting
that.
his
Boom. You know what
head.
that's called, Christine? That's
Shit.
called you got nowhere to hit me legally. Boom. How about that? What's up?
That.
Hey, look at that defense, bro. Like, you can't hit that one. That is a sweet science. Look at that.
Yeah, that
That's
is that is the ostrich head in the sand. That is like he's trying to
well, but
escape.
think
He's
about
trying
it.
to.
Look. I
I
mean, can Duarte hit him legally anywhere right there?
No, he can't. I mean, he
Well,
can
there
hit
you
it somewhere, but
go.
it won't be legally.
It's the move of moves.
Yeah.
No one has a way to break the. How do you break that code?
I'll tell you how you can break it, but it wouldn't be very.
Look at Duarte's like, oh, okay. I guess I'll just, you know.
I guess
So
I'll
he's
just
doing
turn
this,
around.
Christine. Like he's doing this shit during the fight, right?
Yes, he was.
The ref starts warning Duarte.
I know.
He
I know.
starts telling Duarte, "Hey, cut that out." He said.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's
I
up with
mean, I
that?
mean, the ref was calling everything on Duarte. Everything. I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I mean, yeah, he's gonna hit him in the back. Yeah, he's gonna hit him in the back of the head. Yeah, he's gonna hit him in his hip. Absolutely. Like, where else is he supposed to hit him? He's got to wait till he faces him and then he can hit him. Like, come
He's,
on.
yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Look. The first warning I saw was they were boxing in mid range.
Hmm.
Ryan does that weird. He like blades his body almost 180 degrees,
Yeah.
and then for
Yeah.
whatever reason, when the
That was like the
punches were
third round. I think he started it.
yeah, and when so he's already bladed like this. He's already as
Yeah.
bladed as you can get, and then he goes all the way when the punches are coming his way. The first one landed in the kidney, and the ref warns him. And then he lands him. He starts landing in the back of the head, and the ref's telling him, "Hey, cut it out! Stop hitting him in the back of the head." So I could imagine, like, I don't know, in Duarte's head, he's probably wondering to himself, "What the hell am I supposed to do?"
Exactly. Exactly.
There's no. He's not leaving me any legal striking zone. He's turning his whole body on me.
No,
Um,
no, he didn't. And and I did see some flaws too in Duarte too. Like he would shoot, he would throw a punch and it would fall short. And he did not know how to cut the ring off. Later in the later rounds, Ryan's running around the ring, and Duarte doesn't know how to cut him off or like punch as he's stepping to like maybe freeze him for a second so that he can do something. Because at that time he is facing him and
has
maybe he
slow
could do
feet.
something.
Yeah, pretty slow feet.
Yeah, he had slow feet. And like I said, he was falling short on punches. And then when Ryan was punching, he was punching too long. He didn't know how to stay in range either. And he was like coming over the Duarte's head or coming around his neck,
I
but
gotta
I'm
be
not gonna.
honest with you, Stan. It
Yes.
looked to me like Duarte was getting to him. So then he started giving him his back, and the ref made it. It's not an effective defensive move, but the ref made it effective by starting to warn Duarte, right?
Yeah.
About hitting him in the kidney in the back of the head when that's the only things Ryan was giving him. He was throwing an overhand right, and Ryan was turning his back. This was not rabbit punching, right?
No, it's not rabbit punching. And
Yeah,
and in all fairness, Duarte has over 80%, knockout ratio. So he's got to have some sort of power, you
yeah,
know.
no. Well, I guess what I'm saying is the punches that were landing on the back of the head were fouls that Ryan created himself,
Absolutely, he did.
right?
Absolutely, because he didn't want his face punched, I
Yeah.
guess.
So yeah, and I was talking to Joe Beep. Shout out to him,
Shout out.
and yeah, and he mentioned about in the Andrade Benavides fight when Andrade was bending down below the waist and Benavides would punch down. He
Yeah.
was hitting Andrade in the back of the head, and when Andrade would complain, the ref told him, "Hey, look, you're creating your own foul."
And that's what this ref should have done many times.
Yes. And he didn't. So now he has Ryan thinking he's found like this like good defense, I guess. Like you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Ryan might think, oh, that's all I gotta do. Oh, then and you had commentary
He's gonna get
saying,
seriously hurt if he does that with everybody.
look, the commentary, like I heard Porter say, look, he should keep this up. They're warning Duarte. It might help him get set up a disqualification. I'm like, what? What are
Yeah.
we talking about here?
Is that what we really want for boxing? Is that what we want new fans to hear that have never seen boxing before? We want them to hear this and think this is some kind of legal tactic, or this is like something that happens in boxing all the time. Is
So
this what
so
we want?
if you're hitting them, like let's say you're working the pads and mitts, right?
Yeah.
And the boxer just suddenly just starts doing the Ryan Garcia, the RyRoll. You know what I mean? Like just out of nowhere, and they want you to work with it. Like, no, come at me. I want to counter. Like, what would you do in that situation?
I'll ask them what the fuck are they doing? Like, are you serious right now?
What is it? It worked for Ryan Garcia.
No, and that's my point. That's my point. You got these commentators saying that this is a tactic to use, and then you've got people that have never boxed or that are just tuning in, and think this is actually a tactic because you have the commentators saying that they were, fighters in the past, professionals, and like what? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't.
I don't get it either.
It's ridiculous.
I
Are we getting further and further away from, boxing, like with some of the shit that we see, you know?
and people are calling it a shoulder rod. I don't know, man. He wasn't riding any of those shots. He was literally just turning his back and hitting the back of the head.
Wait, you said shoulder ride or shoulder rye?
Well, I thought the RyRoll.
The rye roll. That's the lie roll. That's a lie done work.
That's what
That's
um,
crazy.
it's like the retarded cousin of the shoulder roll. You know, it's like
Let's be politically correct, okay?
okay, fine.
No,
But that's it. No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
I don't get it. Like I don't get it. I don't get
I
it.
don't get it
And
either.
and
But
then
the ref
Ryan
thought it was perfectly fine.
Ryan gets, his feet all crossed still, and somebody hits him one good time, and it's done. Like I
Where's the footwork, Christine? Because I'm from my vantage point, his footwork's all over the place. There's
that's what I'm
no.
saying. All over the place.
That's the
It's
first
crossing.
thing. Look, the first thing Tank Davis said after their fight, okay, in the post-fight press conference was, "Yeah, his feet's all over the place. Like he's never really
Yeah,
in position. He's never
they
really like.
are.
I'm always in position myself to land the punches. That was the big difference." Hey, Ryan, you should probably listen to the guy that beat you. You know what I mean? Like maybe he's onto something. And here's the other thing: Derek James didn't know what the fuck Ryan was doing.
I
They
know.
were interviewing him, asking, "Is this part of the game plan?" He's like, "I don't know what he's
It's true.
doing."
You
This
know
is not
what?
what we're-
Boxing, pound for pound, Jack. He had a good question. He had a good comment. Question. I had no idea a guy with 225 amateur fights is so bad, Christine. Okay, look, this is the thing.
How can that happen? Explain to us how that could happen.
This is the thing. Ryan does have hellacious power. He does. He does. I have known people, even in my gym and other gyms, that have sparred him. He has hellacious power. Okay. In the amateurs, unfortunately, um, a lot of coaches, until as of late, do not teach amateur style boxing. A lot of old school, like vatos locos viejos, the Mexican style, impose your will, walk them down, stay in the pocket. Okay. And
That's
so,
not what Ryan did.
well, that's what I'm talking about in the amateurs. So in the amateurs, when you got someone coming straight for you because the other coach is telling them, walk them down, impose your will, then Ryan is clocking them, and Ryan is heavy handed, and he's got 225 fights, because of that or whatever he has. I'm not sure. But once you get into the national rankings and the international, it's more Olympic style. You hit, don't get hit. You make your points. You're moving. This and that. No one's going to stand in front of you. They're not. So he went pro young. I'm not saying that's why he did. I'm just assuming that's my assessment. And now here we go. Here we are.
Didn't he get some wins over Shakur or something like that? In the amateurs?
I don't want to say yes or no because I did not really keep up with him that much back then. Like I did see him around and Shakur around too. But I did not actually see that fight, and I haven't done much research. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I research people and watch people that I'm really like box attracted to, as far as like their ring IQ, their attitude, the way they carry themselves. So that's who I follow. And I did not follow Ryan around as much, even though I knew who he was. So
No, I think it was Haney. I think him and Haney split
I know
wins.
him and Haney did fight. I know that for sure. Yeah. But I'm not sure
How,
about.
how the hell he outboxed Evan Haney? What's going on over here? I don't know. But it is what I guess. Haney was real young at the time, though.
Yeah.
So look, obviously, I don't think he'll ever do that again. Derek
Really?
James didn't understand what he was doing. Quite
Nobody
frankly,
did.
no, nobody knew what he was doing, and it only worked because the ref made it work for him. By
Don't say
warning
he'll never
Duarte to
do it
lose.
again because I believe he will.
Okay, well, if he does that with certain guys, good night. I'll say that.
Absolutely.
Because Duarte could have really taken advantage of that.
If he could have, yeah, taken
Yeah.
him, yeah, he would have could have really hurt him, but he wasn't able to do that. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. But so Ryan Garcia gets a stoppage for Sting.
Yeah.
Once
What
again,
round
we have
was it? Eight? Was that 8 or 7?
eight.
Eight.
Um,
Yeah.
Once again, a boxer waits right before the ref says 10 to get up. And of
Yeah.
course, the ref stops it. Do you think they should continue the fight if they beat the count, even if it's by a little bit, or do you think at that point you're done?
It was so questionable. Like I have to like really go back and see if he beat the count or not because it seemed like it was
Right.
just right there, right on time. So I'm not really sure about the milliseconds or whatever. I think if you beat the count and you got your legs under you and your eyes are focused straight ahead and there's not going to become any harm to you, then yeah, you should. But even if you're like a second under or whatever, then I don't think that you should because the rules are rules, right? And we always follow rules in boxing.
Gotta follow the rules. I've been telling you that for years,
I
right?
know.
Um,
Exactly.
I don't have a problem with the stoppage. I think
Yeah. Yeah.
he took too long to get up, in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah.
but the ref did say 10 kind of fast, but it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah. It's almost like I thought that he stopped, waved it off at 8, but I mean, was I mistaken? Like I
so
have to,
he went like this: 1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
19. Yeah.
You know, it's
I
like,
was
well,
like, are we giving an 8 count or a 10 count? Like it would seem like
you
it
know,
was kind of fast. Like, so I
but
wasn't
it's a
sure.
count. I mean, look,
No, it's a
you don't
count. It's a count.
get up before the count of 8, so to avoid that situation.
Yeah,
That's
for
it.
sure. For
So it
sure.
is what it is. What you make of just in general, like the commentary and like, do you think they did good?
You know, I hate to be critical, but it's like sometimes I just turn off the commentary because it's so sickening or biased, or people talk about not necessarily in this situation, they talk about themselves, their own career, and oh, when I fought this and blah, and like we're not here to talk about you. Get interviewed and we'll hear about you. We're talking about what's going on in the fight and we want fair and balance.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I just tune out or I turn it down. It's annoying sometimes. It really is.
So you just tuned it out pretty much, right?
Pretty much I did because I hear little things and I'm just like, you know, just like you said, oh, this is a strategy or whatever. If the ref's not gonna call it, then let's just keep going. Let's just keep doing it. Which I understand what they're saying, but still, this is not good boxing commentary. This is not what we want people to do. This is not good advice.
How
You
about this? I don't like that Ryan's giving us back, and I don't think the ref should be warning Duarte for those shots. Ryan's creating that situation himself. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember any one of them pointing that out or saying that.
maybe I'm wrong too, and I don't either. So somebody please tell us that we're
And
wrong because
that's the
I want to have
objective
hope.
truth.
Yeah, I want to have. That's what I want. Objectivity. That's what even if that's your favorite fighter ever, and you know them, and you go eat dinner with them, on the weekends, you still got to tell the truth. I
Yeah.
just, I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
I just think Ryan looks like the same fighter to me. I didn't see any difference. I didn't see any
Same,
improvement. If
same.
anything, I think he was doing better with Reynoso, to be honest. Like I
Hmm.
think he had a really good performance against Luke Campbell.
Yeah,
I thought that's a fight where he looked. That's the best he's ever looked, quite frankly, ever.
yeah,
But I don't know. It looks to me like he's regressed, to be honest.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he does, and it's so I talked about this before. I was very curious to see how this was going to play out because hello, because um so Derek James has obviously experienced the biggest loss, with Errol Spence
Mhm.
and then we wondered how Charlo was going to do. We wondered how Ryan was going to do. And I felt like he had a lot of pressure. There's been rumors about Frank Martin going to leave or has left, the same as Errol Spence. We don't know. There's no facts. This is all rumors. And I know with his fragile mentality, I wasn't sure how Ryan was going to go or what he was going to do. And how much can you really change, you know, in a couple of training camps in one fight. You really can't. And then again, does Derek have the formula to change him? Even if Ryan did listen, does he have the formula? That's the question for me.
So, a question I want to ask you, and you touched, and it's not so much about Ryan or anything like that, but um, I don't know if you had an opportunity. A lot of people didn't, but if you had a chance to catch some Michael Conlan fight, so he got stopped.
I heard he did,
Uh,
and I hate that.
yeah, he looked good offensively, but his punch resistance is shot. It's obvious he can't take a punch anymore.
Yeah.
And he got stopped in the fight. But I think that there's like a balance when it comes to turning pro.
Mhm.
Um, you mentioned about Ryan, perhaps. I think you're saying he left the amateurs young because it wasn't for him. Maybe
That
is that
that's just me making my own observation. I don't know
okay?
what was going through his mind.
I
I don't.
got you. So now
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be. It could be any fighter. Like a lot of fighters that at a young age, maybe the amateur style, Olympic style isn't really their
absolutely.
bread
They
and
they
butter, and maybe they feel, you know what, the pro style fits better for me anyway, so let me go
yes.
pro now, right?
Yes.
But when it comes to Ryan, like I don't see a guy where I say, man, he has a lot of bad amateur habits he needs to get rid of. But I also don't see it. Oh man, he really has a good pro style. I don't see either, Christine. I don't see like with Colin. I could see a guy that had a lot of amateur
Been
tendencies that he
been in a
never
lot of
cleaned up.
wars. Yeah, but he's been in a lot of wars.
Yeah, a lot
Yes.
of wars. I don't see. I don't know. Like Ryan just looks like a fighter without an identity to me.
You know what? You definitely hit the nail on the head. I totally agree with you. There it wasn't so much like you said that when he was in the amateurs, he had this pro style, and we don't see the amateur style in this pro era for him. So it's very curious to I'm very curious to see how people describe him because I don't describe him as a boxer puncher or just a boxer or just a puncher. And it's just like somewhere in between those three, that you could possibly be. But I see and I've heard rumors, and like I said, these are all rumors that he does not listen. Um, and I don't know if he's listening to Derek or not. I didn't really get to hear the things that Derek was saying in the ring. I don't know if that's maybe a better rapport for him, but he did not look great to me. He did not look even good to me. Just the person that was in front of him, the opposition, was not spectacular, to put it nicely.
If this other guy he's beaten before
Hmm.
that would have given him a like this version of Ryan would have struggled against, like Fortuna, Luke
Yeah,
Campbell. I think he
yeah,
would have had a tough fight with Luke Campbell fighting like that, like quite frankly.
yeah,
But
absolutely.
he did his thing though. He still won. He still has that power that could turn a fight around like a switch. So it is what it is. Shout out to Lance Mayer.
Yes.
Shout out to you,
Hey, man,
Brady 12. How's it going?
absolutely. Love the chat. Love y'all. Thank you so much.
Open the gates. In my opinion, that was a
Open
that
the
was the worst
gate.
performance of his career. What do you think of that?
You know what? Gosh, you know what, Openda? I have to agree. Like I did not see anything spectacular at all. I was thoroughly disappointed. And at the end,
Meyer, gotcha.
he calls out Rolly, and it's like Rolly might give him some trouble as long as he doesn't stand in front of him. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know. And do we want to pay for that fight?
Oh, people are gonna buy it.
But do we want to? Do you? Of course we're gonna buy it. We're boxing heads, but are we
No,
gonna be
like
like,
the I'm just telling you,
ah?
it's gonna do
Do we?
okay.
It's like, we gotta pay for this. Okay, we're gonna pay for it. But is it like, woo, something that we really are gonna be salivating at the mouth to see? No, we're not. I'm not. But of course I'm gonna pay for it. I mean, I paid for he and Duarte. So
So let me ask you this before
okay.
we get to the Rolly thing. Um, Shout out to Remy, by the way. Appreciate it, brother. He
Remy,
says,
thank you. Ding
ding,
ding.
ding,
Thank you
ding.
so much.
Hi, Ryan. Ryan should have never left Reynoso. I actually agree with that.
I
Now, it
agree.
doesn't have to be Reynoso. I think Goosen's a good trainer too. I just think Ryan needs to just be disciplined. I think it's an issue of discipline. It's not really an issue of a specific trainer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right? That's just what I think. When I hear stories like when Goose is like, oh, Ryan, he just likes to do his own thing.
Yeah. Don't let
Joe,
him.
then why are you here, Joe? Like you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like you're supposed to be the trainer, Joe.
Yeah.
Right?
That's why I don't
Can you
believe
imagine
Houston is
like
a good trainer.
can you imagine like your Olympic team? They all just wanted to do their own thing.
No.
Like we're gonna do our thing. I like to do my
No.
own thing, Christine.
No. No. And that's the thing.
Just
Trainer
show up
coach.
and clap for me. Just clap and support me, Christine. I'm gonna do
No.
my own thing.
No, fuck that. The different, trainer, coach, whatever you want to call it, whatever. So you said you think Guzman was a good trainer. With that comment right there, no, because you have to know how to rein your fighter in. There has to be a rapport. They have to respect you and what you're saying and trust you, trust your experience, trust what you've done and seen it in somebody else. And you have to also, it's got to be mutual respect. Like, so no. And that's what I've heard all the time, that he does his own thing. He's a diva. And I mean, he's not the only one. There's many, but no, if I would not care if one of the top guys came to my gym, but they're like,
Was
I
that a
want to come
plus
to your
sign?
gym, but don't, huh?
Did he just have a plus sign, like a bubble next to you?
I don't know what that was. What'd you do? What do you
That
do?
was cool. I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was either.
All
I
right.
thought you did that. I was
Are
like, what
y'all
is
doing that over there in the chat? Do it again. Well, I'm sorry, Christian. I apologize. Go ahead.
That's okay. That's okay. That was kind of cool though. But if I get a top guy and he comes in there and he doesn't listen to shit that I say and doesn't respect what I have to offer and he's wasting my time, I don't care about the money or his name. I don't care. Because if I can't help you, you need to go somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing. What do you think of like? I don't know what to make
That's
of
a good
this.
question. That's a good question.
Well, let me ask you this before we
Okay.
get to that.
And then I want to go back to that.
Do you think? What do you think of the like? And it might be tied to this. It seems like every time Ryan asks a question, every single time, and if there's nothing wrong with being religious and having faith, but every
Right.
single time,
No,
oh,
I
but
mean,
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus,
hey, praise
oh,
God.
but God, 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 oh, but Jesus, Jesus, oh, but Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
man, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, oh, but God, 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 help me get away from these people.
Yeah.
God, help me get. But like, it seems like every single question he's talking about God, 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 God. Like
Yeah.
it's, I don't know, man. Like I'm
I
not
get.
feeling it.
No, I get what you're saying. I think that's just another part of showing his immaturity. Look, I don't have to wear an I love Jesus t-shirt on the show or everywhere I go. I'm hoping that the way that I treat people and the way that I live will show you that I love Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to get on the microphone and always say that, because in a way it's kind of like, oh well, don't talk about Christine because she loves Jesus. She can't do anything bad because she loves Jesus. No, you can love Jesus and still fuck up, because that's what we do. So when he's saying stuff like that, I'm like, okay, bro, you don't want anybody coming at you throwing stones because it's Jesus this, Jesus that. That's
Oh,
not gonna
but
work.
God, oh, but God, 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 oh, but God, God, he did it again.
I know.
Why
Oh,
don't I?
do
Why
it
don't I
again.
get the thumbs
Do it
up?
again. What is
Why
it?
don't I
Who
get
did
that?
that?
What's
Do
going
it
on?
again. Oh, who did that? Oh, hey, I like it.
How does that happen?
I don't. Is that you, D style? Is that you? Tell the truth.
I don't know how that happens. To be honest with you, I don't even know what that is.
I like it. Can we like change? Like, can we do like hearts and flowers and stuff too?
That'd be cool too, right? Yeah, for sure,
No.
for sure.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
Ryan got humbled enough to go back to Reynoso. What do you think?
This is the thing. I want to go back
What was
to
the
the
question? Do you want
goddamn
to?
podcast. The
Okay,
goddamn podcast. At what point do you hold the fighter accountable instead of the coach? But Reynoso is a better trainer. You're absolutely right. You're
100%.
absolutely right about that. But this is the thing. both parties have to realize, look, the coach has to be humble enough to say, you know what? I've taken you this far and I can't take you any further. So we're going to like talk to so and so or do whatever. And then the coach is like, you've been with me. You're still going to be in the camp. But yes, I agree. We have to grow. We can't always blame the trainer. Absolutely. We can't. But if you're looking at the trainer and he's not doing things and he's not telling things that need to be done, then that's when you point the finger. And if it's the boxer who doesn't want to listen, doesn't want to take instruction, then obviously he's the problem. It can go either way. It just depends on the situation. And this situation, I believe that Ryan is the problem and he needs to sit his ass somewhere. I would like to see him go back to Reynoso if they'll even take him, because I don't believe that Derek James is the answer. I don't.
You don't believe it?
I don't.
Okay. Open the gates. I don't think Reynoso will take him back.
He probably
Orion might have too much pride to go back.
That too. I believe that. I believe that.
I just look. I just think he needs more discipline. He was talking in the post-fight press conference like, "I never been this focused. I never been like, if that's the most focused you've been, then okay. I wasn't focused for the Tank fight. I wasn't really putting any real test." And
Excuses. Excuses.
yeah, I don't know. I'm just not liking the way he's talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But another thing that we forgot to mention is Duarte was a 135 pounder that was brought up in weight, and it was at 143.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean,
and I did not realize it was a catch weight. That they were fighting at a catch weight. Was this like discussed before? Like why?
Yeah, and people are asking questions, Christine, like, I wonder who wanted the catch weight.
Oh well, gee, we wonder who.
You really think Duarte is in a position to demand the catch weight?
No, exactly. And he has to come up and like Ryan, but Ryan's in the best shape and the best this and that. But we got a catch weight going on. What's going on with that?
Yeah, I don't look. If he's having trouble making 140, man, he's in trouble.
Oh, he said, but didn't he say he was going to move to 147 because that's where all the big names are? Don't do it.
Did he say that? I thought that was Haney.
I saw that somewhere. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I could have sworn I saw Ryan saying he was moving up to 47 because that's where all the big names are. And I hope I'm wrong.
During the post fight, he had a lot of excuses. He had a hurt rib and a rat in the camp, and I don't know. It sounded like he couldn't win. I just think he lost to the better fighter, Tank Davis, the more prepared fighter and a more polished fighter. And if he wants to know why he lost, just listen to Tank Davis. Tank Davis talked about his footwork being all over the place.
Tank will tell you why.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like the dude's the footwork. Like clean up your footwork, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
The chin,
his feet crossed. They're all over the place.
Yeah, Ryan didn't have a big advantage. Yes.
Look, that is the first thing. That is basic. Look, listen. If you go to a gym and they're not teaching you your footwork before anything else and your hand position, you get out of there. If they already want you like sparring the first day and on the bags and this and that, and you're like falling, like go run. Just saying.
We need some drills, man. We need some drills.
Drills, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, well, what if he goes to Bomac and tells Bomac, "I'm just gonna do my own thing, okay? Just chill."
Shit. That won't happen. And then if he said something like that, they probably put him in there with Bud immediately.
All right, do your own thing against Bud.
Do your own thing right now. Yeah.
No, man. Don't do that to Ryan. Come on, Christine.
No, I wouldn't do it to him.
Jeez.
If you go in here trying to do your own thing and then he goes over there, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know.
It's like a man versus an infant. You know what I mean? Like chill out.
Absolutely.
Like, you know. So look, obviously, like he won. He called out Raleigh. Look, here's the thing: if he fights Raleigh, Christine, I happen to know of a situation with Raleigh and Ryan.
Okay.
Involving a girl.
Oh.
It's some serious drama, and I'm not gonna be the one to put that. Anybody, oh,
Well,
tell us. I ain't gonna tell you.
I may know some things about that stuff too.
Yeah, but if it comes out, it comes out. But I have a feeling Raleigh's gonna talk about it. Like
Okay.
I have a feeling to get in Ryan's head, and Raleigh's not a guy that plays nice. You know what I mean?
No, not at
So
all.
it is what it is, and I'm not confident he beats Raleigh.
I'm not confident either. And then, but you know what? So we had Kenny Sims on the show last Wednesday, and so the ball is in Raleigh's court right now, and he said, he may just walk away. He may just want to cash out. He may not. Is he training? Is he doing anything? Is he trying to call anybody out? Like, what is he doing? So I think Ryan also knows that. Like, he's inactive right now. What is he doing? Um, and he's the safest bet in his mind. But if Raleigh's in the gym and he's really working, he's very unorthodox. He's very wild. He's very his style is definitely different. I think he'd give him some problems too. I really do. And
The
he
thing
would
is,
get in
if
his
it
head.
like if he does that whole like the RyRoll against him, all right. Raleigh's the type that's gonna hit him everywhere, the back, the kidneys. He's gonna hit him 4 times behind the head. Like he'll fight dirty, bro. And the thing is this, like, is he going to hold back? I don't think so. Shout out to
Hold on.
scientifically,
Yes. Ding ding ding.
socially
Thank you.
scientific. There we go. Go ahead, Christine. You want to read that?
Yes. Love you, Christine. Thanks for being mature and not defensive about me saying Chantel didn't step on Katie's butt. LOL. Maturity is rare in these spaces sometimes. Kisses and hugs. Back at you. You know what? I I have no problem admitting if I'm wrong, like at all. I've only been wrong probably like twice in my life, but this might have been the third time. I saw two different angles. And I have no problem with that. I don't. Like, I love to be proven wrong because that means that whoever I was rooting for was doing a good job. So, no, absolutely. And thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Plus, what about this? Like, and shout out to Social Scientific, much appreciated for the support for
Absolutely.
Christine. Look, what do you make of like the I don't know how much you know. Apparently, you know something too. But well, what do you make of like if he fights Raleigh? You think Raleigh isn't gonna try to play psychological warfare against Ryan
Oh,
and bring
absolutely.
that stuff
I
up?
mean, that's what he does. I mean, some of the most entertaining parts of Raleigh's fights are, press conference and
Mhm.
all the back and forth before the fights. He is hilarious. He hits below the belt. He does not care. He doesn't hold back.
So
And
you admit he's in hit below the belt.
oh, absolutely, he is. And maybe in the back too. Just saying.
I'm expecting something like that like some you remember the song with Tupac when he rapped about Biggie, the
Yes.
very first line. That's why I'm just saying Raleigh might go there. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
he'll go
just
there.
saying.
He'll definitely go there. He'll definitely go there. He's going to want to wound his heart and he's going to want to warp his mind.
Ay,
He would
corazón.
definitely do that. And you know what? If Ryan is not in the mental space to take that, he's going to break him down. He's going to be emotional in the ring. And when you're emotional in the ring, that's when you make your most mistakes.
Well, Ryan said, "Stop playing games with my heart." You remember
And I
that?
hope he does not put his back to Rolly because that's going to be another story. You know, it's
Speaking of Rolly, I mean his name's Raleigh, whatever, and he can't roll a shot to save his life. So it is what it is. You know what I mean?
it is what it is.
Like they're both there to get hit. I do think Ryan can knock him out for sure, and if Lance clean,
If
he'll knock
Ryan,
him out.
if Rolly stands in front of him, absolutely,
Well, what's Raleigh gonna do? I mean, Raleigh just knows how to fight one way. I mean, but
he does, and but also he has those unexpected, unorthodox shots coming from everywhere, and Ryan's going to have to like use more than his back to avoid some of those shots.
yeah.
He better keep that lead hand up, and he
Oh
has no head
man,
movement.
that's gonna
He
get
has no
ugly.
head movement. Have you ever seen him slip a shot? Have you ever seen him slip a shot?
It's gonna get ugly, Christine.
Yeah, and he's
Okay.
off
The
balance.
fight's gonna be ugly
Sneaky
too. It's gonna be
cross.
sloppy, sloppy
It's going to
SOS.
be sloppy. There's going to be a lot of running. There's going to be a lot of sloppy punches. Absolutely. It's going to be entertaining.
Raleigh beats Ryan. Garcia's heart will be tested. His heart's gonna be tested in a lot of ways for sure.
I agree. I agree.
Before and after the fight and during. And
Yeah.
so I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Um, like we'll see. I just think Raleigh's gonna get ugly with it. I'm just, in my opinion. I do think the
He
fight
will.
happens because Raleigh is the weak link of the four champions.
Exactly. That's right. Exactly. That's why he was named first.
Well,
Some
what
people are
about
straight for the stars, and
he ain't
others
gonna fight
not.
Teofimo Lopez? He's not gonna fight Matias.
Oh
Maybe
no.
Teo after a win against Raleigh, maybe, but I don't think he fights Matias.
No.
I don't. And if Regis beats Haney, Ryan's definitely not gonna get in the ring with him.
Absolutely fucking
And
not.
I don't think Ryan fights Haney either. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Yeah,
Ri-
no, it's going to be interesting. But like I said, I somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I could have sworn that Ryan said he was going to move to 147, because that's where the
Ryan?
are. Yeah, it seems I read that.
Oh, I think that was. I think you're confusing him with Devin Haney.
No, I'm not. I have not been
Haney's
listening to Devin Haney. I have not.
Haney said he's going to 147. He's vacating the belt
No,
after he beats
no, I'm going to
Regis.
find it. I'm going to find where Ryan said that.
Maybe they both said it, but it is what it
Maybe they
is.
both said it. I'm pretty sure. I was not watching anything Devin Haney.
But he's calling out Rolly. He wants to fight Rollies, he said.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean, he just came out of the ring. He didn't have time to like get out, cool down, and think about what he
He
wanted
was
to do.
saying it, he was saying it in the post fight as well. I want Rollies. I want Rollies.
Okay, maybe he
And you know what
did.
else he said?
What?
I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He said like 4 or 5 times. So
That is his shield, his armor that he thinks cannot be penetrated. But you know what? This is the thing. You can pray, you can love Jesus, but you got to put the work in too. It's like prayer without works. What happened to that? Okay, you can pray, 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 but if you ain't doing shit and changing shit, you one day you're gonna maybe meet your Lord and Savior. So it's prayer without works.
Teofimo, Christine says he wants to move up and fight Bud Crawford.
You know what? I just saw that today in boxing scene. I didn't get to read it because we were about to come on. And I saw that, and you know what? I mean, why wouldn't he? That's a big money payday.
You don't want to say, huh?
What? Who's gonna win and who won't?
I think Bud's too big for Teo.
You think? Oh, he he definitely is.
Too strong for Teo.
Absolutely.
And
But you know what?
he's more.
Maybe Tio wants to cash out.
But Teo would be a little slippery. I'm not gonna lie. He'll for the first few rounds,
But Bud, it always takes Bud 2 or 3 rounds to figure people out. So he could be slippery 1 and 2, and then it's all she wrote. It's done. He's done.
I could see it looking like the
both of
Gamboa
them.
fight.
I've seen both of them. I've been in front of both of them. Tio is too small for Bud. Too small.
But
like
you don't
said.
think it could be a little bit like the Gamboa fight?
No.
But was caught early, hurt, and then he made some adjustments when Southpaw took him out.
Tio will not hurt Bud at all.
Probably
No.
not.
He said, look, he said that Errol Spence was tough. He has a punch, which we know, but it didn't look like he had any trouble with him. Okay. And then you got Tio. All due respect to Tio. You think he's going to give Bud some problems? But but Spence didn't seemingly give Bud any problems. Like, come on.
Or maybe Teofimo has that belief in himself. You know,
I mean, that's great. I think
can manifest it.
I think that's amazing.
His dad was on Punch Drunks, and his dad said, he said, "We do better against bigger guys. We do better." That's what he said.
Look, no disrespect to anybody's parents, No mom, no dad, nothing. But anybody that's starting out in media or in media and you need some content, you can get an interview with Tio's dad. He loves being in the limelight. He loves being, in front of cameras. He loves talking. But he's not the one in the ring. And we've seen his son, poor son stressed out, asking, "Do I still have it?" and questioning himself and cussing his dad out during an interview. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
it's like his dad will say anything, but he's not the one taking the shots. He's not the one training. So I
I've
don't.
interviewed his dad. He was great to me. I'll say that. Um, uh, Good guy, but he's boastful. I'll say that.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Believe in your kids. Believe in them. Love them. Support them. But don't talk them into more trouble.
Yeah, don't throw him in the ring with Bud. You know what I mean?
No,
I'm just
keep your
saying.
mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Yes, my son's
Yeah.
this, but don't talk him into trouble. Like I don't like that.
Well, so look, Christine, let's end it with this last thing.
Okay.
Ryan Garcia, what's his ceiling in your opinion? Like how far is he gonna go in this boxing thing? Wherever he's gonna go, did he already go there? Can he go higher? Can he do better? Like what do you think?
I mean, the only way that he can do better and go higher is it all depends on the matchmaking. Like really. But I think after a while, if they're matching him with people like Oscar, people are gonna get bored. They are. So if he doesn't fight some of these big names, then he's gotta go because he's not the only people that are drawn to him are the ones, oh, he's so handsome, he's so cute, those are the ones that are drawn to him. But true boxing heads and the ones that are putting money down to fill seats and the pay-per-views, they're going to get bored, they're going to get tired, and he's going to fizzle out. And do I think that he can go head to head with some of the big names? I don't. I think he can only go so far. He will go down in history, and I hope I'm wrong, as being mediocre. And then I think that he should start doing movies and commercials. I mean, why not?
Okay. Go right off into the sunset. He has
Yeah.
made a lot of money already.
Doesn't he have a tequila, or he did some kind of alcohol commercial or
Mm.
something? He can do that
Very,
again.
very, very
He's very
interesting. But
marketable. Very
look,
marketable.
I still think he's got potential, but whether he's going to tap into that potential, I don't know.
Well, see,
Um,
okay, that's the thing. I never said he didn't have potential, but is he willing to put in the work and listen to his coaches?
I
Is
don't
he
think
really
so.
willing to sit down and listen to what needs to be done? Because everybody has potential if they're with the right people and they do the right things. But is he willing to do that is the second
Mhm.
question.
Yes, and maybe it's too late to fix some of the issues he's got in the ring. Maybe it's too late at this point. But are they going to have the patience? Is he going to have the patience to, you know, fight guys that aren't these big glamorous names, but just to stay
Yeah,
busy and work on his craft? I don't know, right?
yeah, yeah.
But he'll always be in a fight because of his power. You won't be able to count him out till the fight's over. But I don't. I think they're going to keep him away from the Matiases of the world and guys like that. And we're going to get that Raleigh fight. To answer your question, Christine, I do think it's in the cell.
Hmm.
Raleigh Ryan does at
I
least
didn't say it
four
wasn't
hundred
going to sell.
thousand.
I didn't say it wasn't going to sell. But if we have to pay for something, is that our dream fight?
No, it's not. Not for us, but
But is he how
casual fight fans are going to buy it.
and like I said, I am too. But am I salivating for that fight? No.
I
You
think
know
they're
what?
going to.
I would be more interested in the press conference and
What
all the
about the
before.
drama? Like, well, what if the issues that we talk about come out and they start talking about all that drama? And remember, like Broner Malinaji, when like that girl got involved and Broner brought her up, and they got people interested in the fight.
Yeah.
Like,
I
you
mean,
might like the drama. You might be like, ooh. Ooh,
Yeah,
what's
that's what I'm
going on
saying.
over there?
I like the before, and the press conference and stuff like it. It's fun. Anytime Rolly is involved, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a novela.
We will see.
We will definitely see.
Raleigh versus Ryan, and that is that. Any final words you're saying?
No, I just want to thank you all. Thanks to our chat. Like y'all are so amazing. We love you so much. And thanks for tuning in on Mondays. Please tune in on Wednesdays, Women Crushing It Wednesday. We've got the ladies on. We'll be talking about boxing too. We're going to be talking about the Haney and Progress fight because I'm flying out to San Francisco on Thursday to be there. I'm so excited. And, also my girl Chicken, she beat Yoshida, who is going
Mhm.
to be fighting Ebony Bridges. We beat Yoshida, but Yoshida gets the opportunity. So we're definitely going to be there, and we're going to be ready to call out Ebony if she gets her hand raised, and if not, we'll just beat Yoshida again for the world title. So stay tuned for that, and we'll keep you posted. And also D Styles, Hispanics causing panic, and I'll let you take over.
We'll be live tomorrow on my channel, HCP, and of course the roundtable on Thursday, as always. Look, the real reason Christine's going to San Francisco because she's not really a Cowboys fan; she's a 49er fan.
I'm a
Okay,
Cowboys fan.
she wants to
So
go
hi.
support the 49ers in San
Like Nando
Francisco.
said, no
That's what it
mames.
is.
No mames way.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. Shout out to everybody. This is D Style Boxing, and for Christine, keep it boxing. We're out. Peace.